Hey, what's going on, guys? YagerTheViking here, playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'm playing some free-for-all on Underground using the P90 with a silencer, my sleight of hand, quick draw, and sit rep, which is my standard free-for-all setup. And then I've got 7-9-12, attack helicopter, AH-6 Overwatch, and Pavlo, which I really like because the attack helicopter, you can call that in when you get it, unless there's one in the air. Then you're able to call the AH-6 Overwatch in while the attack helicopter's still up, and if both of those get shot down, then by the time they've been shot down, as long as you stayed alive and got a couple kills and they got you a couple kills, then you're usually at your Pavlo, and if you're getting your Pavlo, then that makes a huge difference in a free-for-all game. Even if it gets shot down, like, right away, it gets you a solid, like, 3 or 4 kills, which, it doesn't sound like much, but it is really helpful. It also creates a distraction. Some people end up changing classes just to shoot it down, and then they don't always have their best gun on that class, or something like that, and it generally helps you out to get a Pavlo up, even if it does get shot down. I prefer it over the AC-130, just because it has potential to be up there for longer, and I also am able to stay on the ground and keep moving. And I also like that you can call it in, and it'll arrive when the airspace is clear. You're pretty much pre-ordering it. It arrives as soon as it can, as opposed to you having to wait for the airspace to clear and then calling it in, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but sometimes some douchebag calls in his attack helicopter right when you're about to call in your Pavlo, and that happens, avoids that situation completely, in that your Pavlo gets up there if you have it, ready to go by the time your attack helicopter leaves. So, I really like the P90 for any situation, really. It doesn't really need quick draw. I use quick draw on it, but I do get a couple hip-fire kills in this game, too. It has a really nice hip-fire, and it's just really good close range. It's the kind of gun that, if it weren't for Quick Draw Pro and what it does for you in terms of your throwing C4s and stuns faster, I probably wouldn't use Quick Draw on the P90, but I've gotten so used to throwing my equipment that fast that I end up really screwing myself if I try to take it off and use something different just because of the gun, because the pro aspect of it is also really helpful. But you really don't need that. It's just, overall, it's a good gun. Doesn't have too much recoil. I use kick on it, but I'm not sure if kick's necessary. I haven't really looked into that much. Kick is just my standard proficiency. The only gun I don't use kick on is the MP7, which, if you use kick on the MP7, I would suggest changing that to range or anything else, because there is really no kick on the MP7. Maybe if you put rapid fire on it, you might want to use kick. Aside from that, though, I wouldn't see a reason to use it. So, on every gun other than the MP7, though, I use kick. I really don't like recoil. I like to have accuracy when I'm shooting, because I want to be able to kill people from a range, and I know the range proficiency is what is supposed to help you out with that, but I just generally prefer kick. And that's just me. People have their different things, but kick seems to be pretty standard. It seems to be what most people run because it's the first thing you get. Now, I really like the P90 because it has some solid range for a submachine gun, and then it's also just incredible short range. Like, it can outgun pretty much anything from up close. The only exception, I think, is probably the PP90, and depending on the range, perhaps it would get outgunned by the Striker, but, it has quite a bit more range than the Strikers, so you would have to be really close for that to be an issue. There, you saw I died because I was calling in my AH-6 Overwatch, and while I had the controller out, the guy started shooting at me, so I had to try to run, but then I got stuck on a wall. Anyway, this gameplay is getting kind of close to an end here, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and, if you're new to this channel, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I really hope that you want to subscribe and watch more, and, I hope to see you guys in the future. Just let me know what I can do to improve. And that's pretty much it. Bye.